Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Riptide07 here, and today I wanted to talk about the Modern Warfare 2 beta and my first impressions with it. I played the beta this weekend. I didn't play it on PlayStation because I didn't want to blow all the fucking dust off my PlayStation, and I put a good 8 to 9 hours into it. And I think I'm ready to give my opinion, the things I like, the things I didn't like. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into this review. So, as expected, the fantastic gunplay from Modern Warfare 2019 is back and is probably better than it's ever been. I mean, the guns in this game feel so fucking good to use. They are just incredible. Infinity Ward did an amazing job. I thought Modern Warfare 2019's gunplay was insane, but they just stepped it up even higher. So, I'm gonna have to give credit where credit is due. I mean, when I went into this game, I was expecting the gunplay to be good, probably, on par with Modern Warfare 2019. But somehow, some way, they managed to improve it. And when I say improve it, I mean improve it. I mean the sounds, the way the guns feel, the recoil, it all just feels so fucking good. It is like smooth as butter to play this game. So overall, Infinity Ward did a fantastic job with the gunplay in this game, which doesn't really surprise me since Modern Warfare 2019's gunplay was already fantastic. But now I want to talk about a slightly controversial topic with the create a class, the gunsmith, stuff like that, and why I actually do like it versus what most other people are saying. So the traditional gunsmithing is back in Modern Warfare 2, just 5 attachments, none of that 10 attachment crazy shit, which I am all for. I think 10 attachments is probably a little over excessive. It's a little like too many attachments on one gun. So I'm glad to see that. And they introduced this new feature called receivers. So basically, it's like a new way to progress. Instead of unlocking like an M4 and then like a variant of an M4, maybe like an LMG variant, you unlock that variant by leveling the gun instead of leveling normally, which I really like. I think it's a really cool idea and a really cool way to spice things up a little, spice the progression up a little. My favorite part of this gunsmithing system is the fact that it encourages you to use other weapons, because if you see a sight that you want and you're like, okay, I've maxed the gun out, why do I not have the sight? You go to this progression tree and you look at all the guns in this receiver and you see, hey, if I want to get this sight, I need to use the LMG, or if I want to get this suppressor, I need to use the SMG receiver. So it really just encourages people to use a more wide variety of weapons, which in my eyes is a big win. Giving me reasons to use every gun in the game gives me a reason to keep grinding and keep playing the game. So now we move on to a more controversial part of the create a class system, the perk package system. I have been seeing so many complaints about this online, and personally for me, I feel indifferent about it. Yeah, it's a bit weird, and I don't really know why Infinity Ward did it, but at the same time, it kind of removes the annoyance of some perks, like making Ghost an ultimate perk kind of stops camping in the early game, which is nice. Plus, with the recent buff Infinity Ward did to the perk packaging system, which doubled its earn rate, means that you earn your perks pretty quick. When I was playing on the last day of the beta, I was earning my last perk within maybe 3 minutes, because your score also does contribute to lowering that timer. So in a way, it kind of gives you something to strive for in the match. Like, hey, if I play the objective, if I play well, I can earn my really good bonus and ultimate perks faster. Plus, they put fucking Last Stand in the game, and I don't think anyone in the COD community wants any player to have Last Stand immediately in a Call of Duty match. And then, of course, we have the return of field upgrades, which they've added a ton more field upgrades, some of which are goofy, like the inflatable decoy. And then they've added a personal favorite of mine, which is DDoS, which I feel like is a very good counter to campers, because I've had situations where somebody's like sitting up at a high spot and he's got a fucking prox mine on the ground, typical Modern Warfare player. I DDoS and that EMPs him, and it gets rid of the mine, which allows me to push into his camping area and kill the little shit. So I'm liking what Infinity Ward is doing with some of the field upgrades. I feel like they're kind of doing Dead Silence as a field upgrade a little dirty with how much they've nerfed it. Like, you can still hear people moving. You can hear them activate it. They have, like, a highlight around them. I feel like they need to tone that back and make some field upgrades, like, better. But overall, field upgrades are back. They're good. Some just need a bit of adjusting. Overall, I'm currently happy with the state creator classes in. I love the new gunsmith and receiver system. And while the perk package system is a little weird, I don't mind it. I just kind of feel indifferent about it. So, good job with creator class. I'm excited to see how many guns there's going to be at launch, all the different types of receivers. I'm excited for the camo grind. But now I want to move on to a very high pro in this video, and that's the map design. So I think anyone who played Modern Warfare 2019 can agree that while the map design was a step in the right direction, you know, going away from just constant 3-lane, the same map over and over again, I feel like the execution overall was not great. The maps could feel confusing. They could have dozens of camping spots, no way to counter them. You have like the upper floor on Shoot House, which was like literally impossible to counter campers. But these maps feel a lot more balanced. They feel like they have their camping areas. They have their areas where you go to get in fights. It just feels like a huge step up from Modern Warfare 2019's map design. Out of the few maps that were offered in the beta, I don't think I disliked any of them. I found all of them fine. The museum map is a little weird. I feel like it has like way too much outside area, but other than that, I feel like the maps are what Infinity Ward was trying to do in Modern Warfare 2019, but executed way better. And all the maps have like such a unique feel to them. A lot of the maps in Modern Warfare 2019, they could feel kind of like samey, like, oh, here's generic factory or generic city street. But in Modern Warfare 2, we have these like interesting areas, like a market in Mexico, a museum, like all these like interesting locations that are more vibrant and more good looking than in Modern Warfare 2019. So overall, the maps are a huge step up from Modern Warfare 2019, and I cannot wait to see the full roster that we get at launch. And please, for the love of God, do not bring Piccadilly back. I felt like I had to just put a little honorable mention to the music, because I remember seeing that boot up screen and hearing the Modern Warfare 2019 theme again just got me like almost filled with nostalgia. And from the little music we've heard so far, it sounds like they're like keeping that really cool music theme they had in the original game. And I mean, the lobby music is pretty sick. It's what you're hearing in the background right now. So overall, just this little tiny honorable mention to the music. But now, let's move on to what I didn't like about the Modern Warfare 2 beta. Now, at this point, I've been playing COD pretty much since I could hold a controller, and I know that camping's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing in every game, but I feel like Modern Warfare 2 is catering too much to the camper playstyle, especially when they say they want all playstyles to work. However, they give campers all these advantages, like no red dots on minimap, all these field upgrades and these tactical pieces of equipment that just help them camp, and then you still have mounting in the game. It just feels like they're appealing too much to camping and not giving running gunners or any other type of play like a chance. Granted, as I was talking about earlier, there's pieces of equipment like the DDoS, which shut down mines and stuff, but in the end, that person, it doesn't matter if they get EMP'd, it doesn't matter if they get flashed, if they have battle hardened on, it doesn't matter if you get a UAV, if they have ghost. So it feels like there's, well, it feels like, it's hard to describe. There's a ton of ways to counter campers, but at the same time, it feels like there isn't. And to me personally, it just feels like the easiest solution for this is to just put red dots back on the minimap. I get Infinity Ward wants to try new things. They want to experiment. But this is just like one thing that has stayed a staple in Call of Duty that I don't know why they're trying to get rid of. It takes away the point of running a suppressor. It takes away the point of like trying to play aggressive. It takes away that point. It just appeals to camping even more because you can have that mindset of I can sit in this corner and I can shoot as much as I want and my red dot won't pop up on the minimap. People will have no clue where I am. So overall, Infinity Ward needs to give run and gunners more options on how to fight back against these campers, especially when they're set up in pretty hard to reach places, such as the second story of a building or up on a roof, prone on the ground. But I want to just move on to my other con, which is visibility. So as I stated in the intro, I didn't play during the PlayStation only beta weekend when apparently the muzzle flash was just absolutely fucking atrocious. Like I'm talking early seasons of Apex getting blinded firing an R99 in a cave type of muzzle flash. But I still feel that the visibility overall in the game is like very low. It's very hard to see people sometimes. And if you're sitting there in fully automatic fire for more than like 3 seconds, the visual recoil along with the muzzle flash makes it almost impossible to even see what the hell you're shooting at. For me and Jace to even see anything in the beta, we had to like turn the camera shake of the first person camera like all the way down as low as you could in the settings, and then we could finally see stuff. But you shouldn't have to change a setting in game to be able to see what the hell is going on. And even changing that setting doesn't help with like the terrible enemy visibility in some maps. The Mexican market map is like a very big example of this. There were so many times I would like peek down the middle of that map. There'd be a guy mounted on like a market stand or something and I couldn't even fucking see him, and then I would just die. So the solution for this is pretty simple in my opinion. It's to give the enemies, when you're aiming at them, just like a bright red name tag, and probably to get rid of friendly name tags like clipping through walls, because I've seen clips online of like a teammate standing perfectly on the other side of the map or something, and a guy is like looking at an enemy in front of him, but because he sees the friendly tag through the wall, he thinks that's an ally, and then the guy just turns around and kills him. So there should probably be red enemy tags when you've aimed at an enemy for, let's say, maybe like a second or something like that. So overall, these are really my only 2 cons with the beta. I mean, if these 2 things are fixed, this could be one of my favorite Call of Duty games of all time, probably. So now it's time to move on to my conclusion about this beta. Overall, the Modern Warfare 2 beta was solid, although it appeals a little too much to campers for my tastes, and the visibility is, well, to be frank, shit. I still found the gunplay, the map design, and the refreshed gunsmith system to be really, really good. I definitely plan on playing this game at its full release, and hey, I might probably do a campaign playthrough on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Overall, I'm happy to see the direction this game is heading, and I would like to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you watched all the way through, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.